in. This is your weekly inner standings of a star being, where we check out the understanding of what it means to bring your star seed and star being self to a union from within. Now let's check out for this week. Let's see what our gift from being this star seed as a human, what gift can we be shown? What reminder of our connection with our star being self and our divine self into source? What's going on? Where's our gift at this week? Dove of peace. Dove of peace. Our gift is staying in the heart, knowing that all is well, and to be at peace. And I feel like this is an important thing to understand, is that you have control of peace in your life, and to make sure that your gift to not everyone else, but to your own self, is to practice by being in a heart space, being in an unconditional space to provide love for yourself, to not place expectations or conditions upon yourself, and to know that all is well, that you are safe, and to bring peace from within. Dove of peace. How beautiful. Let's see. A wound. Let's see what we need to know this week. What do we need to know and be aware of that may wound us or trigger us? Interesting. Lemurian guide, a sister, a friend, teacher of infinite universal love. So know that you will be challenged by a Lemurian guide, and you're actually asking to be connecting with a Lemurian guide. Lemurian guides come in many shapes, dimensions, formations. This can look like a mermaid. This can look like dolphin. This can look... There are various types of Lemurian guides, but know that it is Lemurian. So this guide will be teaching you about how to better receive and how to better receive love. So it's interesting that your gift is to stay in a heart space, and throughout the week we're being reminded that when we get out of our heart and we get into a lack mentality or a fear mentality, and I know all of us can linger at either sides of that mindset. When we get here, our Lemurian guide has been sent to us to guide us back to our heart, to guide us to an omni love, a universal love, knowing that sure, it may be challenging to love all aspects of yourself. It may be challenging to then allow a loving persona, a loving action, loving words to other people that are challenging. And know that what I'm getting really loud and clear is that if someone is challenging you, it is a direct correlation in what you do not love or respect about yourself. So when someone else is challenging you, when someone else is taking you out of your heart space, remind yourself and look out for your Lemurian to assist you. I can hear your Lemurian guide saying, no, you're allowing to step yourself out of your heart space, not the other person, not the other place, not the other thing. You have full free will and capacity to not step out of your heart. You have full capacity to stay in your heart and be within the peace, and be mindful that those conditions, sure, you can step out of your heart and choose expectations that are harmful, choose conditions that lack love, or you can stay in your heart this week and brace yourself for challenges and know that they're coming from an aspect of love. They're coming from an aspect of learning, and they're coming from an aspect that your soul came here to be guided. So now let's check out ways that we can grow this week. Let's check out the growth of our consciousness, the growth of our expansion. How do we grow from our inner standings of who we are? The last cloak. Oh my goodness. You are going to recognize and realize how magnificent you really are. You're going to forgive old identities of yourself. And I feel like it is an important aspect because there's still something within you that is categorizing challenges and triggers as if they are outside of you, when in reality, in your reality, they are not outside of you. They are something that's within you that is being reflected to show you to work on this. And this is that first quarter that's coming up Friday this week. It's trying to show you the last pieces to forgive. It's trying to show you the last pieces so then you can see yourself complete. And when you see yourself complete, oh my goodness, you're going to take off the last piece of your veil. Take off the last piece of your awakening in this fifth dimension. In this fifth dimensional physical carbon body, and you're going to see how amazing you are. Right now, you are stepping outside of your heart because you are not seeing pieces of yourself as amazing. And this reading, this channeling is really bringing you and your Lemurian guide to show how amazing you truly are, to show how magnificent every piece of yourself is when you forgive it and bring it back to your heart. Now, right now, how are you being affected by holding on to being guilty about those parts of yourself? How is it affecting you by not realizing your magnificence and not forgiving yourself? Key to your freedom. Right now, you're holding the key to your emotional body. You recognize that forgiving yourself, this is the key that starts your energetic body. This is the key that creates not only a safe mind for yourself, a safe place, it creates an energetically safe environment. It creates a spiritually safe world for you to live in. And now you can get into being kind to yourself. But at the moment, you have not been kind to yourself. At the moment, your inner standings are wounded, and it's time to heal those by grabbing that key that I know you have. You're holding on to it. There are certain emotions that you have not forgiven yourself for having. And I want to let you know that it's okay to feel those ways about yourself, but not to hold on to them. Allow those emotions to formulate this key. And this key is for you to drive your emotional body, and drive that emotional body until you realize how energetically magnificent you are. And that's where we get our kindness for ourselves. That's where we step into this fifth dimensional Gaia. Now, let's get some guidance for healing and guidance for this growth, because that's a huge step. Forgiving an aspect of yourself and inviting a Lemurian guide to help us remain in our heart, even when we feel like we should make ourselves smaller or lower our value because we may be embarrassed of feeling that way about ourselves, or we may just not want to look at that part of who we truly are, and we can find it to be challenging to love that part of ourselves. How can we grow from there? Where's the growth? Where's the healing? Depths of love. We're letting go of fear and we're jumping into love. We are letting go beyond attachments. And I feel like a dolphin spirit will be one of your guides. I feel like also maybe you were and are a dolphin, higher vibrating being. And it's bringing a depth of love. You're coming out of a very focused, logical standpoint of who you are thinking you are, and you are overthinking and placing negative connotations to who you are. And I feel like we are getting out of that. We're not in a fear mindset of, oh, I'm fearful of loving all parts of myself, and we're timeline hopping into, oh, I love every aspect of myself. And we're not attached to the way we're loving ourselves. We're not attached to, oh, that is embarrassing if I love myself that way, or, oh, I can't feel that emotion, or then you get attached to it. Or, oh, I don't want to feel that emotion. Now you're getting attached to being emotionless. So we're going past attachments and we're getting into that unconditional love. That's beautiful. Now, let's see, something you need to know. Let's get some advice about this forgiveness for this week. What's just another piece of information? Share space. This makes a lot of sense. Now that we have entered the fifth dimensional Gaia, now that we have entered this 5D light column with our chakra system, now that we've entered this space, we are beginning to develop our sixth dimensional Templar, our sixth dimensional chakras. And the sixth dimension is space, possibilities. And this is bringing on telepathy. This is bringing on co-creation, communing, honoring. And we're honoring those aspects of ourselves that we have forgiven. And this allows us to be telepathic, because in order to be telepathic, you need all aspects. You need all of your atoms, all of your mindful focus, your spiritual focus, your energy to proceed with telepathy, to proceed with these higher senses, these star being senses. And now you get to co-create from a place of love. Because before you were trying to co-create, but you still had that fear. Before you were trying to use your telepathy and there was some missed signals. The channeling, trying to read someone else, trying to connect telepathically, there was missing vowels. Like it wasn't coming in clearly. Now that you're able to forgive yourself, you have all of yourself to communicate freely. And this doesn't even go for another soul. This means for your soul. Now you can receive crystal clear telepathic messages from your higher self, from inner workings, from your soul star gateway, and you'll be able to communicate with your Lemurian guide that much faster and that much easier. It is going to come with ease by honoring those parts of yourself that you haven't wanted to get into, that you haven't wanted to even feel or notice that, oh, that emotion triggers me. So let's see where do we end up? By the end of the week, what is all of this for? How does this assist us in our ascension and better understanding of who we are as a starseed? Storm. It's okay to feel it. Cleanse, collapse of the old, realignment. So this is almost like a tower moment. I'm seeing that things are going to get shaken up this week, and in a very good way. But at first it can feel destructive, because the first step of creation is actually the destruction of matter, because matter does not cease to exist. Matter does not end, it only shifts. So whatever was creating your reality and allowing your reality to be stable is going to fall apart now. And when this happens, we like to shut off our emotions because it is a lot to feel. Now it's showing us to work with those emotions. It's showing us that it's okay that, it is kind of scary, but we're not fearing it. It is a bit much, but it's okay to feel all of those things right now, because it's cleansing. The way through this storm, the way through that destruction to create new order is by feeling our way through. And then once you're able to feel that, it's collapsed already. Okay, I went through all of the pieces that have fallen apart. Now it's time to realign. Now it's time to rebuild. Now it is time to understand that we're building from love, because previously the foundation of the past reality was not built upon love. This is being built upon love. This is being built upon bliss. This is being built upon you connecting with being in your heart. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. So working with dove energy, notice that divine feminine in receiving. Notice how you connect with your Lemurian guides and how you can forgive parts of yourself and really recognize and even imagine having that emotional key. Looking at parts of yourself that you haven't wanted to look at, and maybe you are unaware, and making yourself consciously aware of parts that you don't like to see about yourself, and utilizing it as a key to start your energetic journey, to start your energetic vehicle and just drive through whatever scares you, and know that you're going to end up in a place with love. You're going to end up in a place that you honor all aspects of yourself. And in this honoring, it's actually going to demolish everything that didn't honor that part of you. Because at this moment, the beginning of this week, we are in a place that doesn't honor all aspects. And we're moving now, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to a place that does honor all aspects of ourselves. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. This has been your understandings of a star being, bringing you some understanding to what it feels like in being a star seed on planet Earth. My name's Evren Ryu. I am an angel seed star being. I am here to assist with starseed healing. I provide starseed services and products, as well as cosmic care sessions and life coaching the starseed way. Thank you so much. If you're interested in any of those, visit Cosmic Energy Spiritual Wellness. I will be back with another understandings of a starseed next week. Bye.